Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna Maria and I'm very happy to see you here. And today I want to talk about an interesting topic. It is what I've learned about career. Because unfortunately in school we did not talk much about working, career, building the career. So I had to learn everything and I'm still learning things about it. So I want to share a few things that I've learned about career, about building it, about getting a great job, and hopefully these things will be interesting to you. Very often I get questions from you like, hey Anna, can you find me a job? And I was very surprised. I didn't know that you can just text a person that you don't know and ask them to find you a job. Most likely I have to open a recruitment agency because there is a high demand, but let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. Can you just simply text a person and ask them to find you a job? I didn't know that this is possible, and if this is possible, you definitely open a lot of new things to me. But if you're looking for a job, I'm still trying to help people, and on my LinkedIn account, every time when I see a job vacancy, I give it a like, and I try to make sure it is visible to more people. So if you want, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in the description to this video. You can follow my activity on LinkedIn and you'll definitely see loads of job vacancies that I give likes to, just to make sure that you have access to them. And if there is something that is interesting to you, you can always apply to that job vacancy. Perfect. So what have I learned about career? First of all, it is networking. And it is very important to talk to people, to have a network, to put the effort to know a little bit more about those people, because you never know when it is going to help you. I have noticed that there are very good people, very good specialists, and if they have a great network, they have higher chances to find a better job. I know people who are actually amazing and they were simply approached by some companies and they were asked if they want to work in those companies just because they had a good network, just because somebody said that, oh, that person is actually a good specialist, so you might want to attract that talent into your company. Also, tell people that you're looking for the next job opportunity. You never know when somebody knows someone else who is hiring, where they know someone else and the other person knows that someone is hiring, It's very funny, it's very interesting how it happens, but network is definitely very important. I know I've been talking about this in a few videos. I have a separate video about networking, but it is a very, very important to communicate with people. It's not necessary to maybe become friends with everyone, but it's cool to just simply say hi, just introduce yourself, learn more about the other person and connect with them. And I suppose that would already be a very, very good start. The second thing that I've learned about career is be visible in and outside the company. And I think it's very important to participate at different kind of events, at different kind of conferences. Very often at those events, speakers ask who wants to ask a question or who wants to add something, and you can be like, hey, hi, my name is Anna Maria Ursan, I'm doing this and that, and I would like to ask a question, or I would like to add something to what you just said, And this is how other people will remember you, will know that you exist, and you will be visible within a company and also outside the company. Maybe if you have a chance to be a speaker at an event, I would definitely use this chance. If you can do it at an online event, that would be a great start, because being a speaker online is much easier than being a speaker at an offline event. Also, try to have your LinkedIn and be visible on LinkedIn at least time to time. If you have a chance to participate at an interview and share more about your work experience, definitely do so, because this is how you'll expose yourself to much more people, to much more companies, and other people will know that you exist. Even like by making these videos, like how many of you discovered that I do actually exist in this world? I'm sure that hundreds, even thousands of you did not know that me exists in the world, And by being visible, people discovered me, and this is how people will discover you as well. Like, I don't necessarily say you have to do a YouTube channel, but just simply be visible, participate at different events, do that networking, and that would definitely be of a huge help. Point number 3 is use LinkedIn. I had an interview with Sean McCarthy, and he's acquiring talent for the company he works at. And I will leave a link to our interview in the description to this video. And he mentioned that people often underuse this amazing tool, LinkedIn, because it's great to have a lot of connections. This is how people will know that you exist. This is how other recruiters will be able to find out that you exist, and they will be able to contact you. And of course, offer you a job. Point number 4 is do not be modest. If you come from Eastern Europe or maybe from any other cultures where you were taught that, oh, you need to shut up, you can't talk, do not talk because your 5 cents doesn't matter. This is what I was told. My mom and my teachers and everyone, my family used to tell me, shut up, no one cares about what you say, stay there, be quiet, do not talk, your 5 cents do not matter. And I had those beliefs, and I actually believed that I have to be quiet and don't talk to anyone and be modest. But I do not think that being modest helps. I think that being modest actually can be a negative factor, actually can be a problem in our lives. And again, I do not talk about any kind of extremes where people are not respectful, where people think that they are better than others. No, I just talk about being respectful to others, but at the same time not being modest. By this, I mean that it's great to share our achievements with other people, tell them what we did in life, and tell them that, oh, I just participated at launching a new product and we managed to achieve 20% on the top of the quarterly KPIs, you know, and tell them that maybe you managed to increase the revenue to your company in the last quarter. And this is how people will know that you're actually bringing some results to the company. They might share it with others, or they might see it on LinkedIn, and this is how you'll have more exposure to more job opportunities. Point number 5 is a controversial point, and I totally understand that in some situations this point doesn't really work out, and some of you might not agree with it. At the beginning I was not sure if I really like this point and if I want to do this, but later on I understood the benefits. And point number 5 is constantly look for a new job. Even if you already have a great position in your company, even if you already love your job, you're happy with your salary, with the benefits, it's still great to look for a new job. And it does not mean that you'll move to a new place, to a new company straight away. No, it does not mean this. But what can happen is that you apply to a new job vacancy, you get an offer with a higher salary than you already have, and you can come to your manager, to your line manager, and be like, look, that company offered me a higher salary and more benefits. If you match that salary and benefits, I will stay in this company. And very often companies will match the salary and they will match the benefits, and they would love you to stay in the company. So this is how, by just simply getting an offer from a different company, you already can increase your benefits and your salary in your current company. Then, you know, very often we might wait until we already don't like our current job and start looking for a new job. And then we are not that confident, we are not that sure about the fact that, oh, I certainly want to find this type of job. We might agree to all kinds of jobs, but not to the jobs that we actually love. So while we are in a very good position, in a very good job, we still enjoy our company, it's still great to look for a new place. You know, you never know when you can find a job with much more benefits. You might think that at the company you already work at, it already gives you so many benefits, but believe me, guys, there are people who get much more than I get, much more than you get, and it's always possible to find those job positions. Even my grandma, actually I was chatting to my grandma, and my grandma told me that, Anna, make sure that you constantly look for a better place where you can improve your living standards, where you can improve your job, where you can get a higher salary. And my grandma told me that it was one of her biggest life mistakes, that she stayed in one place for too long, that she did not keep looking and moving ahead for a better place, for more benefits, for a higher salary. And I totally understand what she means now. Yes, I'm happy that she's 70 and she can give me such a great advice to constantly try to improve what I already have. Just slowly but constantly look for better places, better pay, better benefits, something that matches my values much better. And also the reason I'm mentioning point number 5, that it is important to constantly look for a new job, is because very often, unfortunately, loyalty doesn't pay off. Unfortunately, this is the situation in many companies where you can work for 1, 2, 3 years and you'll never be offered a higher salary, even though you do a very, very good job. And unfortunately, this happens, and this happens in very, very big companies. You might be surprised, but I'm talking to people from different companies and they mention that, their job responsibilities increased a lot, but their salary did not increase at all, or it slightly increased, or sometimes companies might increase your salary, but it only might match the inflation level or even be below the inflation level. And you understand that, like, formally they did increase your salary, yes, but in reality you actually do not have a higher buying power. You can still buy the same or even less, even though your salary is increased. So you can come back to your company and the company will be like, oh, I already increased the salary, but you realize that increase just simply matched the inflation level. In reality it's not an increase. So this is why I understand that loyalty doesn't pay off, and if I see that my loyalty doesn't pay off to a company, I'm gonna get out of there. I'm not going to be bothered with that company. Unfortunately, this is the situation, but I also know companies where loyalty does pay off. I know where every few months people get 100, 200 euro salary increase, and that's great, but it does not happen everywhere. So if it does not happen in your company, I would get out of there. And this is what I'm doing in my life as well. And point number 6 is be patient. On average, it takes 6 months to find the job of your dreams. And it means that it can take you 3 months, it can take you 9 months to find the job of your dreams. So just keep looking, keep being open, keep applying to different vacancies, keep talking to different people, and you will manage to find that job. And remember that 6 months is just the average time of finding a job. It can take 1 month, it can take 1 year. This is why be ready to wait, be patient, and use this time as productively as possible by being visible, talking to people, improving your network. Cool, guys, these are the things that I've learned about career. You might not agree with some of those points, which is great, but let me know in the comments what you think. Like, do you agree with those points? Do you think that something is okay, something is not really good? Do you think that maybe I missed something and you could add something as well? That would be great to read. Unfortunately, when I was in school, I did not get much information about career, and hopefully nowadays in schools, you guys, you young people get to learn these things in school. But unfortunately, when I was in school, we would learn absolutely everything, but we would rarely talk about building a CV, finding a job, behaving at the job, building a career. Thanks a lot. Check the links in the description to this video. Make sure to like this video, to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.